Bruce Willis showed alarming warning signs before dementia diagnosis, a wife says. Emma Heming Willis describes personality changes in Bruce Willis ahead of his dementia diagnosis. By the way, before Bruce Willis was officially diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia, and his legendary actor's wife, Emma Heming Willis, began, by the way, noticing alarming warning and signs, including changes to his once warm personality. Okay. And losing interest in things I usually loved and skipping out on family outings. For someone, by the way, who is very talkative and very engaged, and he was just a little more quiet. Emma, by the way, told Diane Sawyer in a preview, by the way, clip of the ABC News special Emma and Bruce Willis, the unexpected, by the way, journey, which aired Tuesday on Good Morning America. Good Morning America. And when the family, by the way, would get together, and he would kind of just melt a little bit, and it felt a little removed, by the way, very cold, and not like Bruce, and was very, by the way, warm and affectionate. Affectionate, by the way, she says that to go the complete opposite of that was alarming and scary. And in March, what happened in March 2022? In March, by the way, 2022, it was announced that Willis would be stepping away from his acting career due to an aphasia diagnosis, and it was later announced that he had been, by the way, diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia, also known as FTD. And FTD is the result of damage to nerves, by the way, in the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain. According to the National Institute on Aging, many possible and symptoms, by the way, symptoms can result including unusual behaviors and emotional problems, and trouble, by the way, communicating, difficulty with work, or difficulty with walking on the day. Bruce got his diagnosis, by the way, and we felt the doctor's office with a pamphlet and a hollow goodbye. And no plan, by the way, no guidance, no hope, just shock. And she told the crowd during the Women's Alzheimer's, by the way, movement and forum in Las Vegas in May. The future, by the way, we imagined simply vanished, and I was, by the way, left trying to hold my family together and raise our two young daughters, by the way, and care for the man I love while navigating a disease I barely understood. And I felt, by the way, I felt lost, isolated, and scared. Emma says that. And what I needed in that moment at that appointment wasn't just medical information, by the way, and I needed someone to talk me in the eye and say, this feels, by the way, impossible right now. But you will find your footing, by the way, and you will survive this and you, and will grow because of it these days. Said Emma, by the way, Emma says that Bruce is slowly losing his ability to talk. Bruce is still very mobile, and Bruce, by the way, is in really great health overall. And she says that it's just his brain that is fooling him. And she continued, by the way, the language is going, and we have learned to adapt. And we have, by the way, a way of communicating with him, and which is just a different way. And when Sawyer, by the way, when Sawyer asked if there are days when she seen him as he used to be, she said, by the way, we get moments. It's his laugh. It's his laugh right now, and like he has such like a hearty laugh, by the way. Hearty laugh, yes. And sometimes you will see that twinkle in his eye. And actually, by the way, twinkle in his eye, or that smirk. And by the way, I just get like transported, and it's just hard to see. Because as quickly as those moments appear, by the way, then it goes. And it's hard, but I am grateful. And I'm grateful, by the way, that my husband is still very much here. And even, by the way, will release her book. And the unexpected journey finding strength, hope, and yourself on the caregiving path this September, by the way. And the book is a roadmap. I wish someone, by the way, had handed me on the day in 2022. And she said in May, by the way, I wrote it for other caregivers and who are desperate. I'm so sorry. Who are desperate for answers and asking for support and wanting, by the way, to be seen and wondering how they are going to make it through. And they have had, by the way, success to world-class expertise because of who Bruce is, and I know that's a privilege. So I didn't want to keep that information to myself. And I have a megaphone, by the way, and resources that others don't. Bruce married Ima at their home in Turkis and Caicos in March 2009. And they have, by the way, two daughters, Mabel and Evelyn. And the actor was previously married, by the way, to Demi Mori for 12 years. And the friend, by the way, Axis, have three daughters together, Romer and Scout and Talwa. Thank you so much. Have a nice time and great day. Thank you.